Hey everyone, and welcome back to more political chatter. In this video, we will be talking about the 2022 Oregon gubernatorial election, and one that was not thought to be very close or competitive back in 2021 and most of 2022 also. But in these recent months, Oregon has narrowed up big time in this gubernatorial election. Now, looking on the Senate side in gubernatorial, Ron Wyden is running for re-election, and I have him winning by a safe margin. I think that the vast majority of election predictors also do. I believe he's going to win by more than 15%. But on the gubernatorial side, this race is shaping up to be very, very competitive. And for the first time in, 40 years, I believe that they will elect a Republican governor, Christine Drazan. So a lot of voters will be splitting their ballot between the Democrats and Republicans, voting for Ron Wyden. A lot of Democrats will be voting for Ron Wyden on the Senate side, and voting for Betsy Johnson or Christine Drazan or Tina Kotek on the gubernatorial side. They are voting for all the candidates in the gubernatorial election. Now, this one is interesting because we have Betsy Johnson in this race. But even without Betsy Johnson, and polls have showed this, I think that this race would still be extremely competitive because Betsy Johnson is running an independent campaign, but polls are showing that she is stealing, some polls show that she is stealing more votes away from Drazan than she is from Kotek, which is absolutely insane, saying that she is more left-leaning, but she does have many endorsements. She is very popular throughout the state. She is now well-known throughout the state. And I don't see Betsy Johnson with much shot at a victory because she is an independent, and especially without ranked choice voting in Oregon yet, it would be extremely hard for Betsy Johnson to somehow win. But so this race really is between Tina Kotek and Christine Drazan, and this one really is very unique and close. Now, looking at the 2020 election in Oregon, Joe Biden won here with 56.5% of the vote. Trump won 40.37%. So Biden won here by 16%, which is a safe margin, which is a solid margin win for Joe Biden. So this race really is shifting to the right a lot, not the whole state in general, because we've seen with the Senate elections, Ron Wyden will win by a wide margin. But a large part of why this race is so close is, one, because Christine Drazan is not an extremist as many 2022 Republicans are, and it's mostly because of the fact that the incumbent governor, Kate Brown, is extremely unpopular right now. She is, I think a new poll came out a couple days ago that showed Kate Brown was the most unpopular governor in America. She is not running again. So, of course, this race would be very close with her running, but any Democrat, especially someone like Tina Kotek, who shares many of the same policy positions as Kate Brown and is closely associated with Kate Brown, will heavily be affected by Kate Brown's unpopularity. So Christine Drazan is running in the right year, saying that Kate Brown is so unpopular and saying that Betsy Johnson is in the race, which just shakes everything up. And looking at the polling here, let's just get down to it. So here are all the endorsements. Betsy Johnson has a good amount of endorsements from Andrew Yang and Kurt Schrader, two very notable endorsements. But anyway, here, as you can see, the recent polling has showed Christine Drazan ahead, which is pretty astonishing, and Betsy Johnson going downward, which is really bad news for the Johnson campaign. She's only at about 12% right now. But look at all these most recent polls. This is a poll from June, August, September, and October. This is the most recent poll. It shows Drazan with a 6-point lead over Kotek, and she's been leading since late June. And she has expanded her lead too from 1% now to 6%. And plus in 2020, just to prove something, polls slightly overestimated Joe Biden and underestimated Donald Trump, the Republican, by a few percentage points. So if they're showing that Drazen is leading by 6, Christine Drazen really is favored to win this race here in Oregon. I have had for a while now Tina Kotek winning this race. It's actually funny, my realization that this race was becoming close, and you can see it through my videos. First, I had it as likely D in the beginning of the year. In probably around June, during summer, I moved it down to lean. In this past month, I moved it down to tilt. And now, I am moving it to tilt Drazen. This is my prediction currently, and I am changing it to tilt Drazen. I think that she will very narrowly pull out a win in this race here, flipping the state of Oregon, and I believe that they will have a Republican governor come January of 2023 for the first time in, I believe, 40 years. And that, well, never mind, I won't go into it. But thank you all for watching this video. I just want to make this pretty short one just because I wanted you to, I wanted to let you all know that I have switched my prediction for Oregon. I am moving it into the tilt Drazen column, which is, and I want to talk about how much of a moderate Christine Drazen is. She is kind of like a Brian Kemp type or a Mike DeWine type of person who is pretty conservative on most issues, but she is not a huge Trump supporter. She doesn't believe the election was stolen. She doesn't talk about that stuff. She doesn't talk about the 2020 election or Donald Trump or Joe Biden. She cares about the issues, or she talks about the issues in her state. And she has successfully come across as a moderate. So, thank you for watching this video. Make sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Comment video ideas down below, and I'll see you all next time.